Somebody asked me one time, how long have you been in the business? I said, well, 35 years and more. And they said, wow, that's a lot of experience. It is. And then I tell people that don't get wrapped up in time being experience. And they say, what do you mean? That's a big thing to have, 35 years doing what you've been doing. No, I don't disagree with that, but don't let that get you off what you're trying to do yourself. I tell a lot of people, like, when they come in, a lot of people that come into the financial world or the insurance business, they come into this world after they've done some other things. They might be 40 years old or older before they start. I started young. I was in my 20s, and that's unheard of. And to be successful as quickly as I did is unheard of. I had no experience, yet I used what I was good at, which was selling, and I've been doing that since I was 6 years old. If you've read The Closer's Edge, you know that, yes? Yeah, I've been selling since I was 6. I was born to sell. I haven't had to learn to sell. I've had to learn how to polish and be better at selling, but I was born to sell. And I tell people, when you're looking into experience, use your experience before you get here to benefit what you need. A lot of times people, maybe they come from another genre. Maybe you were a car salesman. Maybe you were a jewelry salesman. Maybe you were a bricklayer. One of the best salesmen I ever trained under was a bricklayer. He was my manager. And you wouldn't think that a bricklayer would be worth anything. You wouldn't think that his experience laying bricks would make him anywhere near what he was as an insurance guy, but it did. I'll tell you another gentleman, one of my heroes. He's been long gone many years ago. But Ben Feldman was one of the top producers at New York Life, and Ben Feldman had a contest the last year that he was with New York, and I won that contest, and I won it because I respected that guy, and he's the reason that I became who I became and who I wanted to be like. And what he did was, he was a milk salesman that lisped. A gingerly old man when I met him, and I thought, who would buy insurance from this guy? But he sold a lot of it, and I'm sure that he carried his experience living in a impoverished town in Youngstown, Ohio, that didn't have hardly anything but steel mills and different things like that. He didn't have the opportunity of working in a big city. He didn't have the opportunity to have all the leads given to him. He had to work, and he had to lean on his experience to become who he became. So don't let experience only just be about how much time you've been doing something. But how about experience can be all the things that you experience, and put those into and translate those into helping you motivate and helping you become a better salesperson. Yes?